All right, let's see why, for those of you who picked the Ace of Clubs, why you and your mom are having a hard time getting along. All right, so the first card is release. I feel like either you or your mom or both of you guys have some pain that you've been harboring. One person feels like the other person disrespected or harmed the other one and put them in a situation that wasn't beneficial. And so you're holding on to that anger, holding on to that hurt, holding on to that pain. For some of you, because of this reason why you guys don't get along, or why, yes, okay, your mother did something or you did something to your mom that you guys are holding on to that pain of what was done. And so in some of your cases, you don't speak to your mom at all because of this happening. We have full moon, so it may be important to talk to your mom on a full moon. Some of you, something happened on a full moon, or it happened in autumn. So sometime, depending on when you're watching this video, sometime in the autumn, or you may be speaking to your mom sometime in the autumn, or your mom's name or your name could be Autumn. Take it how it resonates. Getting some really good cards here. There needs to be some healing between you and your mom. There needs to be some healing. You've been holding some feelings towards her. You've been holding some feelings. Some of you all as well. Your mom has passed on. And so you may feel guilty because you guys never got to heal that side of yourself. Either you did something wrong or your mom did something wrong. But what I'm saying here is one of you has felt wronged by the other. So like I said, for some of you, your mom has already passed on and you feel like you never received this healing. You guys never got a chance to work it out with this reach out card. But for those of you who feel that way, your mom is saying that all is healed and all is well. Even though she's gone with that dove card there, that's kind of signifies for me an ancestor, someone that's passed on. And they're saying that they're fine. They're in a better place and they no longer hold any resentment or anger in their hearts. And so you can let go of this feeling that you have of never having the chance to reconcile or make things right. They're saying that things have been made right. And they actually, your mom is saying that she reaches out to you and she talks to you. And within 6 to 9 months, you're going to start to notice the signs that she gives you. Okay, but she's saying that you need to let go of that pain that you're feeling from when she was here, because she has, all is forgiven. And if it was her who was at fault, she wishes for you to forgive her. For those of you whose mother is still alive, now take this opportunity to reach out to your mom. And release any anger or ill will that you feel towards her. It's better to heal this part of yourself. And it doesn't matter how your mom reacts, whether she still has an attitude, you feel that she still hasn't changed, whatever the case may be, still release that feeling that you feel towards her, because you're not doing it for her, you're doing it for yourself. They're saying here you have love all around you. So even if you can't have that close relationship with your mother, you still have love from other places in your life. You still have love to give to yourself, and you still have other people that you receive love from. So don't just hold on to the love of the mother, but focus on the love that you receive in other places. Focus on the love that you give to yourself. Some of you may be 16. Some of you have not spoken to your mom maybe in 16 days, 16 years. Some of you. Some of you, you may have felt like your mom was not in your life like the way she should have been. Some of you may have felt that your mom played favoritism and treated your siblings or other people better than she treated you. But they're saying that you need to release these feelings. Release these feelings and let them know, because subconsciously, which means deep down inside, whether you want to admit it or not, you do still have these harboring feelings towards your mom. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. If there are certain things that your mom does that triggers you and angers you, then most likely you have something subconsciously that is bothering you. All right, these are certain things that they want you to do. They want you to pray about it. Pray to your ancestors. Pray to God. And ask for help with healing this relationship between you and your mom. And honor the deities around you also means to honor yourself. Make sure that you're practicing self-love and taking care of yourself, because that's the best way to honor you and your mother, because you still come from her. That's the best way you honor yourself and all the mothers. You yourself could be a mother as well. Okay, you come from a powerful lineage of women. And so you can always pray to these women in your ancestry and ask the highly elevated ancestors to guide you and heal this relationship between you and your mother. They also advise you to do a vision board. What does a healthy relationship with your mother look like? Imagine it in your head. Actually do a board yourself. Put pictures of a mother and daughter hugging, a mother and daughter smiling. Maybe you have pictures yourself of you and your mom when you were little, or her taking care of you, or you guys when things, an event where you guys were happy. Place those things onto the vision board so that you can constantly remind yourself of love. And remember, whether you receive this from your mother or not, it's not even about that. It's about you being happy in your life and making sure that you are giving yourself the love that you need at this time. Okay? So, all right. That was a very good reading. So for those of you who picked the Ace of Clubs, that's your reading. Release and let go of any feeling ill will towards your mother. For those of you who can reach out to your mom. Whether she responds or not it's not important. It's all about you doing the reaching out and you healing that part of yourself that is still holding on to the pain that's there. Okay? All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time. All right. And also, if it resonated, write down in the comments too. I like to hear you guys' stories on how it resonates with you, how it reflects to what you're going through. All right, now we have the 10 of clubs, okay? 10 of clubs, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because we're going to be getting into why you and your mom are having a hard time getting along. What is going on? What is going on? We have service. Sadness and isolation. Self-aware, mirror. Seven of Cups. Desire. All right, what I'm getting from this pile right away is, where were you when I needed you? Where were you when I needed you? This pile, you've always wanted to have that close relationship with your mom. You've always wanted to feel important in her life. For some of you, you felt like your mom was more focused on her own life. She may have been focused on her looks, looking beautiful, making sure that she's ready to catch a man. And that was her focus, being in a relationship. And so because she was focused on that man or men, she did not put attention towards you. There's others of you who've had important events in your life that you felt your mom should have been there and she wasn't. I see some of you had prom or a wedding, important events, graduation. You felt like your mom should have been there to help you to get ready, be supportive. At the time, she could have been negative, more like a narcissist, only thinking about herself, has some feeling of jealousy sometimes. You feel like your mom is more jealous of you than supportive of you. Others of you, because there's different people here, may have felt like when someone was ill, whether it be yourself or another person in the family, you had to take on that responsibility. Your mom basically acted like she didn't give a damn. There's been a lot of times with this sadness and isolation where you have felt alone, where you have felt like depression, and you felt like your mom should have been there to give you words of advice, to encourage you, to tell you everything is going to be okay, and you just didn't have that. What you've always wanted from your mom is that guidance, that security, that safeness. But you felt like she did a lot of things with the ego, what made herself feel good. Really, a lot of selfish energy here. There's a lot of times where you are either confused or there's obstacles that you just went through and you went through by yourself. You just winged it and you just figured it out. So a lot of you feel like, where were you? I did this by myself. I graduated college without you. You know, I got married without you. I became the best version of myself without you. You were not there. I did my best with my life without your help. But at the end of the day, you've always wanted to have that relationship with your mom. For some of you, your mom isn't ready to hear what you have to say. But your ancestors want you to have faith. They said, trust your faith in this situation. Have faith that everything will work itself out and that everything will be fine and that things will change. It's also saying beauty ritual. Do something for yourself. Beautify yourself. You can also do this with your mom as well. You guys can go get your nails done, get your makeup done, get your hair done. But don't do these things with your mom as a way to be like, I hope she, pays more attention to me now. I hope that she appreciates what I'm doing, so now she gives me more love. Do it more so for yourself. So if she's going along with you, she's just going along with you as your mother. She's not going along with you so that you can get something in response from her. Because you don't want to have that attitude of, let's say the next week after you guys go get your nails done, now she has an attitude or she's asking you for money. And you're like, but why didn't you appreciate what I did for you last week when we went and got our nails done? Don't do that. Because you have to remember your mother is her own person. She doesn't think like you do. She has her own way of thinking. She's not going to look at things the way you look at things. She has her own way of looking about things. Even if you don't agree with that way, it's her way. You can't judge it. And if you feel like you get too emotional about these things, then you kind of need to distance yourself and heal that part of you. Because at that point, you need to not be judgmental of the other person, but ask yourself, why are you being so judgmental of the other person? You can't control other people. You can only control what you do and how you react to what they do. Okay? Need some water. So for some of you, your mom may be sick at this time and need you. And you feel like, well, she was never there for me, so why should I be there for her? I would advise against that because everything has a cause and effect. You don't want to not be there for your mom. And when you need someone, no one is there for you. So if you can be there for your mom, be there for her. If you could be there for that person who was a mother figure to you, be there for that person. If you're comfortable with that, then do it. Your blessings are going to come either way. As long as you have kindness and love in your heart, your blessings are going to come. All right, last card. If you don't feel comfortable, they're saying if you don't feel comfortable reaching out to your mom, you feel too hurt by all the things that she's done, then write her a letter. Write her a letter or start journaling about how you feel about the relationship with your mother. Just start writing, whether you write to her or you write to yourself. You can write to yourself, you can journal, you can write a letter to your younger self. But they're saying to put your expressions on paper and write. Release that. What I'm getting from here is also release, which is what the other pile had as well, but it was another type of release. Your release is wanting to get things off your chest. And they're saying to get it off your chest, whether it be through writing to your mother or writing to yourself or writing to your younger self. They're just saying, get it out and write it. because you need to express yourself in this way. Okay? So after you write this letter to your mother, you can either send it, you can either burn it. If you write this letter to yourself, to your younger self, you can burn that as well. You've gotten it out, and now you're releasing it into the universe. You're releasing it into the atmosphere and saying, this part of me no longer serves me to feel this way. So I'm healing and moving on from it. Okay? All right, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's My Goddess Chrissy, and until next time. Also, let me know in the comment section if this resonated with you. I would appreciate it. I want to hear you guys' story and how you're working through healing this relationship with your mom. Okay, we have pile with the 5 of diamonds. Okay, you guys are my last pile. So I'm going to put that here, and let's see, why are you having issues? Why are you and your mother not getting along? Trickery. What I'm getting here is playing mind games, manipulating, pinning one against the other. Your mother loves you very much. Your mother loves you very much. Whether you see it or not, your mother loves you very much. God loves you very much. I feel like you always have your guards up against your mom. It's like you always feel like, okay, so you guys may be thinking in your mind that this is the way it is, and it's not this case, or it could actually be like this. So either your mother manipulates you and plays mind games, or you feel like you need to manipulate her and play mind games to get what you want out of her. And that's what I'm getting a lot from a lot of you. So if you're dealing with the first case where it's your mom playing mind games on you and manipulating you to feel a certain way or do a certain thing, or pinning you against your other siblings and making you guys feel like you need to be doing this and doing that, just go back to love. Just go back to love and just say, even though I see what my mom is doing, I'm just going to love her as she is, and that's it. That's it. I'm just going to love her as she is. Some of you may need to keep a distance because you don't want to be around that energy, but you still love her as she is. I know that that's who she is, and that's what it is. No judgment. You do not have to have a certain way to play this game with her. Well, I know that she's going to say this or try to do this, so I'm going to one-up her and I'm going to do this so that she don't, try to use that to get to me, or, it's like trying to be one step ahead of the game. Don't even waste your time doing that. Just distance yourself. Just distance yourself and love her from a distance. That's it. That's it. If it's not an energy that's beneficial for you in your life, then that's not an energy you need to be around. But there's others of you where your mother is very close to God. She is a God-fearing woman. She is a person who puts God first. And because you know that she's a Christian woman or she's a good woman, you take advantage of that. Not all of you. This is another group of you. So you may be the one manipulating your mom, playing mind games to get what you want. I'm hearing a lot of material things. You can be very selfish and want different things from your mother. And I'm getting very spoiled vibes. I'm getting very spoiled vibes. You have to think about what's important, because I feel like some of you at this point, your mom has put her foot down and kind of said, you know, you're going to have to start doing things for yourself. And you have a problem with that. But it's like, you got to grow up. You know, you got to grow up. And you have to realize that your mom cares for you very deeply. And she's trying to help you by doing this. Now, yeah, what you're getting is to ground yourself, because you're in the illusion of your mom needs to take care of you for the rest of your life. And that's definitely not the case. You need to evaluate yourself, like reflect. You need to do some deep healing, because there's a part of you that feels like you're not worthy. That feels like you're not good enough. And so you're using the love of your mom to substitute how you feel about yourself. You're too materialistic. You got to get to the simple things. What I would say here is to stop asking your mom for things and just do things on your own, because you're too dependent and selfish. Do more things for your mom. Go get her flowers. Cook her dinner. Buy her food. Give her a hug. This group, no judgment. It just seems like you're creating problems where they're not there. And like I said, for this pile, there's two groups. There's a group where your mother can be brainwashy and manipulative. And then there's the other group where you are that person to your mom. You're playing a lot of games. You're being very selfish. And you're doing things to get your benefit from it. Okay? That's what I'm getting from this pile. So what I would say to you guys is humble yourself. Humble yourself. For those of you who have the mom who's manipulative, just distance yourself. Come back to love. Love her from a distance. All right? I see some of you guys who also, either you or your mom, have like a flower tattoo. Some of you even guys have like a mermaid tattoo. Something that got to do with fishes or something like that. I'm getting that fish. What's that fish that people always have? I don't remember the name. Anyway, all right, it's My Goddess Chrissy. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this. But yeah, for this pile, humble yourself, because you're doing the most, okay? Until next time, My Goddess Chrissy. See you guys. Bye.